thank you for, we're gonna do like this little small circle because we just had an amazing women's self-defense thing here in Trenton. You're the Trenton kid, right? You're the house at Trenton. I want you to tell people your name and what you do and why you do it.
My name is Samuel Frisbee. I'm the CEO of the YMCA of Trenton, which serves Trenton, Ewing, and Lawrence. I'm also a Mercer County freeholder. For those people that aren't from New Jersey, it's like being a county commissioner in this particular state. And the reason I do it is because I live in this community, and I've always been about strengthening my community. So it's strengthening our community, one person, one household, one block at a time. But when we build stronger communities, I believe that we build a stronger nation.
Now, I've known these gentlemen for a long time, and Grandmaster Ernest Peterson, and then Renchi, Stephen Jackson, martial artists. We've been working on putting our foot in the community, and that's really what we've been trying to do for so many years. Most people don't know martial arts is part about building something from the seed up, and we water it. I always like to use this phrase: we water it, we let it grow, we get it to grow, we make sure it stands tall and get it going. So what is some, like you're working in Trenton here with Sam?
Yes.
What are some of the problems are we having with either getting the kids out, getting the people involved? I mean, what are we doing, and what can we do?
Well, right now, I say that it's a rebuilding stage because of people like Sam Frisbee, our mayor, Mayor Eric Jackson. We're in the stages of rebuilding. Prior to that, the businesses were gone from Trenton. They're in the suburbs now.
Well, do the mayor? This is your first time with martial artists, is that about right?
Well, this is my first time with you guys' class, but I've
Does the community know what we as martial artists can do for a community? What do they think of us? Most people say, like, people think of Trenton, you said it before, prior to, like, people think it was something else other than what it can be. So what do people think about what martial arts can do in our community?
I don't think people are really aware of what we can do. It's because of people like Sam Frisbee that is helping to awaken the community of what we can do. Most people just think of martial artists as punches and kicks. They don't think about the martial science of the whole thing, of the community building that we do. This goes back hundreds of course you know, this goes back hundreds and thousands of years that the martial arts has been in the center of the community and has built the community from the ground up.
You've worked with handicapped sicknesses, I mean, from standing from the military on in, and even that isn't doing so well.
It's not worse than, I guess I don't want to be ignorant, but it's not worse than Trenton. But we do have our problems down there as well, where most people just look a blind eye to it. They don't, a lot of the police officers tell me that, they were telling me the other day, of all the things I've done, but you can't hold your hand all day long. But I try to do what we can. She tries to do what she can. It's just going to take time, steps by steps. We got to take baby steps. We try to hit for the senior citizens and say, hey, listen, we can do this for you, right? Because too many people, when they look at cities and other towns, are like, well, we can't do this. We don't have the money. We said at the gym, we don't have the money for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in the budget. It's always in the budget. It's just that you don't want to put up. You build a park, okay, which is okay. You build a park, and now you're going to.
You need green space. I get it.
Yeah, but now you're going to build a garage. We only got 2 lights in our town. Why do we need a garage? When you could be putting that money somewhere else to getting education for kids, help them going through things. Martial arts for fitness. As you said, people think that martial arts, like my father, who's a bishop, he thinks martial arts is the only thing he knows. I've been doing this for 40 years, and he still has in his head that martial arts is about fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nah, it's about discipline.
Right.
If I didn't have the discipline, I'd probably sit in jail all day. That's just basically what it's about. It's just getting your steps, taking your steps, one thing at a time, getting your assets together, and if the people come, it'll spread.
One of the things I think, can we, as being a community organizer and a leader, did martial arts need to knock on your door, or did you think about using it as an asset all the time?
Well, I think that it's an asset, and I've always thought that it was an asset. My philosophy in life is that many of our challenges happen because we're unbalanced.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
And we always work on that, no matter what. It would be sports, religion, and yeah, it's all about being balanced.
It's about being balanced. And so when you talk about government and what they do, and I was part of the mayor 2 mayors ago, I was part of his cabinet, I was the head of Parks and Recreation. It's about balancing the ability to give people places to go with green space, indoor space, parks and recreation, with what you need in policing, right? It's about balancing economic development and making sure your roads and streets look good enough for people to come, because when businesses come, it balances what your taxpayers pay, so it balances the tax rate in that particular city. It's always about balance, and that's one of the things I love about martial arts, because it teaches balance, not only the physical balance, but there's a spiritual balance, that mental balance that helps people to understand who they are, right? When you understand who you are and you can stand up in who you are and who you're supposed to be, you can impact and affect other things around you. But when you have a difficult time understanding just who you are and you're unbalanced, then you're seeing things through a screen or a filter that might not be true. We talk about in construction using a true line or truing it up, right? Well, if your line isn't true and your perspective isn't true, then everything that you are basing your actions on are untrue.
Isn't true. Now, you talked to the women after this amazing seminar, and thank you for having me. It's a blessing. I love giving my life to everything I do. It's a passion. And in the avenue of meeting, giving friends that helping hand's a gift. You talk to the women afterwards. What is the big thing you think more communities should do with women's self-defense classes to say, I'm going to take back my life?
Well, it was really interesting. The women, I wanted to know how they felt. They felt incredible. They felt empowered.
Mm-hmm.
They